Hello guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Bridget.
I'm Chris.
And please subscribe if you didn't already.
Right. Well, before we give you a nice, easy topic to go through with us, because the topic this time we're going to talk about is Brexit. Or at least the journey that's come about from 2016 to now in terms of what we think about it, how we feel it's progressing right now, and what do you think has generally happened to it. So let's start with it.
Let's start from 2016. It was a big announcement, and it kind of made me think. I started thinking about my future more than before. I think that was the outcome from the Brexit, and start thinking about England and about European countries and what was my future like. Well, because I'm European, and where I'm going to spend my future in what country. But I have to say, my view didn't change from then to now. I mean, until now, because I think I will still be here even when Brexit happens.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, my outlook has been a little bit difficult because my family has been very political. We've been more politically aware of it in the sense of we've seen both foreign remain, all that stuff, and then when it happened, we were quite, well, we're not shocked, but we were a little bit surprised that it actually happened. That what we've had to go through in order to do that. I mean, I've never felt outside of how you feel as like a European to go through all of that. I felt like a British person, but having to look at it and being okay, I hope this doesn't annoy any of our friends. I hope this doesn't piss anyone off. And that the way that people have viewed the whole thing has been very negative and very bad outlook on not just the UK's perspective, but the world and how this is going to see. But
from the political spectrum, if you look at England right now and how they play like a really how you say prestigious role in Europe, it's when they leave Europe, it's going to be England is only politically and for themselves, and the rest of Europe is for themselves, and everybody is looking only their own area and their own place, and you're not anymore part of the political system of Europe, which is really interesting because you have your own rules and you want to keep that here.
Well, it's a bit difficult
without
for us.
Being
I mean,
part of even the trade part.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit difficult because if you've been aware, Britain has almost never felt like a part of the European Union in the sense of we've never generally followed the rules in that sense, especially with the border outposts or the issue with the currency or the way that we view our laws. We've always been on the side. So even when we left, I felt okay, that's just one bit of tape that we're just not in, because we knew we've never felt like we were part of Europe anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think the trade. What do you think about the trade? Is going to be better or worse? Because there is a lot of speculations in the news right now. They're talking about the trade, and I think even today, even if you are in the European Union, you had trade agreements with China. You had already trade agreements with Canada or other countries, Australia. But now you're going to be having all that trade agreements with singular countries in Europe.
But I think it's more like how, with all the big trade agreements between the EU and the States and China, it was they took a while, and that was because they had it was us agreeing with 27 countries in a whole together.
Yeah.
The fact that it is just us having to now agree with things, it's not going to be as slow or progressive as much. I mean, it'll be difficult at first because we have to just reestablish our normal trade again, but the trade's still there. People still want to trade with us.
It's still gonna be there, right?
Yeah. There's no reason why they wouldn't. I doubt there's going to be any hostility between us, just because we're not a member politically anymore of the club doesn't mean we're not there economically or commercially or culturally, or at least not enough.
Well, the thing is now I'm thinking about the backstop that Theresa May brought into the table with this last white paper that she went to the European Union and said, it's going to be for the Ireland 21st 2021 actually, but for the whole Europe it's going to be we're going to be out in 2018.
Well, because you get the idea of it being it's a transitional period, that sort of thing, where it's okay, we'll give the traders and economists time to adjust to this huge trade, because it's just having to be in the opinion and it's suddenly not being there.
Yes.
But the whole problem with Ireland is that because we do now share a border with the European Union now, and there's no solid reason why people can't just go from Ireland to Northern Ireland to just get cheaper or different options because
Yeah.
they can, because there's no wall. It's made difficult.
It is difficult. How they're gonna solve that is it's a totally different question.
I don't know.
And they have to do it
Yeah, I mean,
in order to get out.
yeah, I mean, because we don't want to build a wall in Ireland, because that's
Nobody
just,
wants a
no,
border.
that's stupid. That's stupid. But it's also like they want control, because
Yeah.
to be honest, yeah, there is no reason why the European Union won't be annoyed if if the prices change, and a load of Irish people just go, well, why don't we just go across to Northern Ireland, then we'll just get better stuff
Yeah.
or cheaper stuff.
Yeah, true. It's
Yeah.
a nice way of thinking about it. Well, at the end of the day, I received a letter from the government, UK government,
Yeah.
about EU people here, and it says that nothing will change, and it says that really, really clearly. And I hope it's true, but it's really doubtful. Like, you're going out anyway. How is nothing gonna change for EU citizens here in England?
Well, I mean,
It's interesting to think about it.
well, I mean, it will be different. Nothing will.
It's gonna be
Nothing
different.
will change the fact it is going to be different.
Yeah.
We are leaving, but like, I think what they're trying to calm people down is like, you're not just going to be thrown out of the country because you're European. Like,
Yeah.
if you live here, you work here,
Yes.
you establish your connection that you want to stay here, you
Mm.
can stay. But if you're just here for like temporary purposes, or
Yeah.
like you're doing it just because for no reason, I mean, that's just like any
It's a weird,
country.
it's a
if you
weird
don't,
concept, but
Yeah.
it is true. Like, I feel like for any country, first of all, to have its own, to have its own rules and to vote on their own
Yeah.
rules. I feel that's kind of fair.
yeah, it's completely fair. Like they deserve to have their own rules if people come over to
Yeah.
be like, if you don't contribute or do something, why are you here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But on the other side, not be part of the community, of the international community, it says a lot. For England, it says a lot for the world right now.
I guess, but like,
And the liberal crisis we have generally in Europe and in the world.
yes, which by the way, I get the fact that people blame Brexit, blame us a lot, Trump and a lot of things in Europe on Brexit. I get that. We didn't start the train. I mean, we kind of did, but like, we just set it in motion. We weren't the cause of it, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Britain has always been an outlier in the sense of like, we don't like being dependent on others. We like being the ones who like do things ourselves.
And doing it differently.
Yeah, well, I mean, like that's the thing about, especially with the EU, is that, I mean, because if anyone didn't know, I did vote for Remain. I did. The idea of being like a part of the community was fine, but it's also like it won't change that much. I mean, because the way I've always viewed Brexit, the whole thing, was like people say it was a divorce bill.
Yeah.
It was like a husband wife living, but to me it was always like a student house share. Like just a big house of 27 different people, and one of them has just decided, hey, there's a house across the street. I'm just going to live there now.
Not with you guys.
Doesn't mean we're not friends. Doesn't mean I won't see you, but I'm just going to live somewhere else. And the other roommates are just pissed off
What
with
do
us
you
now.
think Europe thinks about England now?
I don't know. I definitely.
I think they're pissed off and they're really a little bit annoyed.
I mean, I think for one, they don't care as much the fact that we're leaving, because if any of the countries were going to leave, it was going to be us.
Yeah.
I think they're pissed off that they don't want us
What
to leave.
about Italy? Italy wanted to leave as well.
That's the thing. They don't. I think they're pissed off if they don't want us to leave successfully. Because if we leave well,
Yeah.
to be like, okay, we're good, we're stable,
Italy's
we've done
gonna do the
better.
same,
Well, not
and
just that,
it's gonna
then-
be other countries.
Then they'll lead to maybe Ireland and Spain, Portugal,
Ireland, Spain,
Greece.
Portugal, Greece.
Yeah, deciding like, oh, well, if the UK did better without
Exactly.
all this, why should we stay
Why
in?
should we stand with European Union?
Yeah,
Well,
because a lot of people view it as like, oh, it's Germany sort of
Yeah.
controlling the place in terms of like the currency, the
Yeah.
political spectrum, everything else, and like the fact that we're the ones leaving, they're making it like, oh, it's no big deal. We weren't part of Europe anyway, even though we are technically with you, but like culturally, everything else we weren't. But if we do it well enough, that may start a domino effect,
Well.
which they don't want.
well, we will see.
I mean, cool. Let's make it a point now.
Yeah.
Do you want Greece to leave?
Well, me, yes.
You want you would
I
want
would
them
like to Greece to leave from European Union.
Yeah. Any the reason why, or is it just?
Reason why? Because I think is better off without the euro as a currency.
Most countries are a little bit better off without them right now.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, because
That's
personally,
the reality.
Yeah.
But yeah,
personally,
there's
like,
a lot of
yeah,
reasons Greece remains though.
yeah. Oh yeah, like that's been like I was Remain. I was a little bit annoyed and upset when all of it happened. But the fact is, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We're going through this now. I'm not moping about all of this. I've accepted everything else,
Yes.
and now I'm looking forward to a better future. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully now this will be better.
For better or worse.
Yeah. It's a very optimistic, naive mindset for us,
Let's see.
we have to. We can't be moping around.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're living in the history anyway, so we are the generation who is gonna record all this stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's the
We
thing.
are
It was
the
my generation's, our generation's the one that's going to have to deal with the fact that we're not in part of the club anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, and people have been like, "This is the downfall of the EU." It could be better for it, or it
We will see.
or it could be worse for it.
Yeah.
History will tell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So guys.
Anyway,
thank you for
guys, that's been it.
watching.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching us.
Yeah.
Again, like she said, subscribe to this channel if you want. We also have our own channels as well.
Yeah.
That if you want to, I'll try to this time. I forgot last time to link them down below. I'll try and link them this time. Hope you liked watching this video. Thanks again for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye.